I'm here to do my groceries in Bali, but you guys want to know the prices. So let's go grocery shopping in Bali. Today I'm at Lotte Mart. This place is great. You can actually buy in bulk or just in normal sizes. I come here for things like clothes washing liquid because that is 5 litres for 46,000. And this one is my favorite. It smells really good. Now you can get a lot of things here in bulk, which I do, like floor cleaner and hand wash and dishwashing liquid. So for instance, this is 4.5 litres of dishwashing liquid and it is 83,000. Then of course everybody needs to clean their floors. Floor cleaner, it's 5 litres and it is 56,000. You can also get lots of snacks here in bulk buys. So they'll give you the per unit price and then also the together price. So for chippies here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packets. Per unit they're 18,000 and then altogether 102,000. So all the bulk's down one side of the shop, the back left-hand side. You can even get things like fridges and freezers and TV units. Let me see if I can get it. There's a giant TV. And then along to my right, there's a whole stack of freezers. Washing machines on my left. More fridges on my right. They also have lots of great containers and bins, and at the moment in Bali we're all having to separate our waste, which is great. You can get all those big containers here as well. Let's quickly check down the appliance aisle. So if you are setting up a villa and things, obviously there's big department stores, but this is really easy to come to as well. Good old Tefal, I don't know. That is 299,000. Rice cookers, anywhere from 429,000 all the way up to like $1 million. Bar mixers, kneading machines, giant rice cookers, so much. Let me see, sorry. Oils, rice, there's so much here. For our family, we do buy our sauce tomato in bulk. This is 5.7 kilos of tomato sauce, of course, and it is 111,000 per unit, or if you buy 4 units, you get 445,000. So again, good prices, but you can do your sambal. We also buy sambal in a big bucket as well. Ketchup manis. This is what I should buy my ketchup manis in, but I don't. And that, for instance, is 82,500. Okay, there's rice, there's MSG, there's sauces, gravy. Oh my God, they have gravy. Oh, they do. I will get that another time. However, I do actually need this. This is the most nicest stock powder and it is 42,000. That's great. So you can buy things singly and then you can buy the ginormous buckets as well. That's kind of it for the wholesale side. So let's check out the frozen section. I don't actually need anything in here, but let's have a look. Frozen stuff can be hit and miss in Bali. You can buy dumplings. So let's have a look at this. Bag of dumplings, 151,000, 118,000, 220,000. That's really expensive for what it is, and it's not much either. And for our family, I'd have to buy like 10 packets. Milk, let's have a look at milk. So Greenfields is a pretty stock standard brand. Now you can buy large fresh milks like this. So this is a large fresh milk. I think this is 2 litres, I'm pretty sure. Oh, close to 2 litres. It's 1890 mils. This is 62,900, so nearly 70,000, so $7 Australian for nearly 2 litres. In comparison, a litre of milk, 950 mils, is 29,900, so nearly 30,000. So milk is expensive, but then you can get things like Yakult. This is 10 Yakults for 30,000. So again, I'm rounding up and down, okay, people, just to make my life a bit easier. So that was 30,500. Yogurt is expensive. A litre of Greek flavoured yogurt is around 128,000. Cheese is expensive, although I have found this seems to be the nicest local cheese, this one here, and it is 62,500 here, which is actually cheaper than what I've been buying at home, but I don't need any at the moment. We go very sparingly on the cheese now. It's not like in Australia where you buy the big old blocks of Coles Tasty cheese. There's a lot of like super processed cheeses and stuff, which is cheaper. Like this itself is 146,000 and 2 kilos. I just don't like the flavour, so I don't eat that. But you can still get like all your mozzarellas and parmesans, Havarti. You've got all your pizza toppings and shredded cheeses, Goudas, blue cheeses. Good old Laughing Cow is still here as well. Like this is 38,500. So there's definitely, like you can still even get bigger slices, but it is the processed bigger slices, and they are 12 slices for 57.50. 57,500. Math. But here it gives you the option to buy butter in bulk too, which is great. So you can actually buy a kilo of butter for 247,900, or you can buy the small packs for around 64,900, 65,000. We still get kimchi and noodles here. I do like getting my fresh meat from here, and they're always handing out samples. So you can try a lot of things. Then you come to things like the processed stuff, like French fries and stuff. So a bag of French fries straight cut. This bag itself is 2.5 kilos and 100,000. Also, you've got things like nuggets and dim sum and all that sort of thing. The only thing I can't find, and I haven't found a great comparison, is sausages. I cannot find Aussie sausages anywhere that I like. Some people say they taste like Australian sausages. I don't believe them. Ice cream is also another expensive option. And I'm saying expensive because I don't know what prices are like in Australia, but this is like a tiny little thing, and it is, I don't actually, 700 mils. There you go, it says on the label, Mia. And that is just short of 50,000. They do have mint choc chip, and it is delicious though, however. Or if you've got the freezer room and you're living here permanently, you can buy ginormous buckets of ice cream. I mean, that's an ice cream tub, isn't it? Vanilla ice cream, 195,000. Let's head into the meat section and check it out. So here in this particular shop, you have a lot of fresh options. So if I turn it around, you can actually see the fishies swimming behind me. You can literally pick your fish and eat it that night. So if that's what you're into, you can do that. There's lots of seafood here, and you can just look, what have we got? Like pippies, sardines, octopus, prawns. It is all out in the open. You kind of get used to that in Australia. I mean, obviously it's iced and everything. Salmon, tuna, lots of fresh options there. So prawns per 100 grams are around 10,500. 100 grams is 11,990, so that's a little tiny tuna steak there. It's dripping wet. We always go for the white fish in our family when we cook and eat fish, which is normally like a John Dory or something simple, and that's around 8,990, so nearly 9,000 per 100 grams. Okay, let's carry on, shall we? There's also a big giant frozen seafood section as well, so you can buy pretty much everything again, all over just frozen. You can get tuna steaks and barramundi, all sorts of things. Tilapia, frozen, and it is saying 51,900. Not a bad white fish option. Now we're heading into the meat section. So again, behind me there is lots of fresh meat on display, which let's go and have a quick look at. Whee! I hope this isn't making you seasick. All right, so here is also like the deli section, English cheddar, blue cheese, 77,000 for 100 grams. Then you've got all of your processed meats, beef, pepperoni. Then we seem to have a pork section, pork loin steak, 22,900. About the medium price there. All different sizes, but there's a pork loin steak. I don't really eat a lot of pork, to be honest, but we have started switching it for mince in our cooking because we can source it a lot cheaper, to be honest. Premium mince here, 1 kilo is 137,900, so nearly 138,000 for 1 kilo. And it's frozen too. There's 500 grams of chicken, sliced teriyaki style, so nice and thin, and it is 47,900. Whole chickens, let's have a look. Oh, whole chickens, whole ducks, literally a whole duck. 5,290 for 100 grams. I must admit, chicken's very reasonably priced here. So this weight is about close to 400 grams, and it is 30,900, so nearly 31,000. About 3 little mini breasts. Have a look at some fresh meat. Topside steak, that's always like a good comparison, I guess. So topside, it is nearly 250 grams and it costs 48,000. Oh, here's tenderloin. I don't know if I'm picking cuts of meat because I'm not really sure. So this is nearly 300 grams again, and it's 122,000. Okay, so eggs we have, this is 90 eggs and it's 157,900. Or you can still buy, again, buying in bulk or buying in small sections, These are really nice eggs, happy eggs, and they are 10, because they don't do 12 here, they do 10 packs, and it is 26,900. But you can get cheaper eggs than that, but those are just the nice, delicious, really yellow yolks, delicious ones. All right, so that's googie eggs. Let's check out, actually let's go in the fruit and veg section. Again, just like at home, we have the green fridge wall where we have like our mushrooms and our lettuces and all that sort of stuff. Mushrooms are actually super reasonably priced, which kind of caught me off guard. I thought they would have been more expensive, but this is 54,900, and I think that's a good deal. Lettuce, depends on the lettuce that you want to buy, but lettuce can sometimes be expensive or it's okay priced. I find the romaines are really good. So again, you can get a box of butter lettuce for 26,900, and that's quite, that'd have maybe got about 5 lettuces in there, little baby lettuces. Still got all your spices, all your herbs. So these red plums, they're 45,000, so $4.50 Australian. Buy a box of plums, 6 plums. Are they delicious? Yes. Will I probably throw them in? Also yes. So again, still have all the apples, citrus, salac, yum. So dragon fruits, 1,790 per 100 grams. So good price. You could buy a few of those and it'd only be a couple dollars. Avocados are always delicious. They're in season at the moment, I think. I'm seeing them everywhere. Cabbages are always a good buy. This one is 1,590 per 100 grams. So it probably only cost you a little bit, a couple dollars, and you've got a whole cabbage. To my left, we have durian, which I can smell. Green zucchinis, 4,490 per 100 grams. So this would probably be $3. They're quite small zucchinis, those ones, but there are some bigger ones there. Pumpkin, again, the stuff that grows really well here is always really well priced. So this little butternut pumpkin is 27,000, so $2.70. 1,990 per 100 grams. Everything that you buy, fruit-wise, veg-wise, that is loose, you need to take it to the weigh station, which is behind me there. And you can get everything weighed, and then they'll give you the price. They'll pop a sticker on it, and that's what gets scanned through at the register. So don't go and fill up your trolley with heaps of fruit and veg and forget to get it weighed, because when you go and pay, you do run the risk of having to run back and weigh everything. So this watermelon, 17,685 for a little cut of watermelon. Now this shop also has an imported section. To be honest, I don't really go down there very much because all the imported all the imported food is very expensive. So we can still get like sultanas and prunes and different biscuits and certain drinks and all that sort of stuff, but it does come at a cost with a big price tag. So for instance, just for comparison, I can't remember what these cost in Australia. They're the large Arizona cans, but they are currently on promotion for 45,400. Also, talking about milk, as we did before, we normally buy UHT milk now, and this one is 21,900, and we just get them, keep them in the cupboard and chuck them in the fridge when we need them. It's a much cheaper alternative to fresh milk. In fact, it's heaps easier to make your own yogurt with those as well, because they're already ultra high temperature treated. Again, we still have all the sauces, all the sambals, you can buy everything. So we were buying that ginormous tomato sauce before. Where's sauce tomato? Sauce tomato. You could buy the giant tomato sauce, or you can buy a glass bottle of a sauce, which is 330 mils, and that is 13,100. Spices can be expensive, and it depends on the spice. Ground ginger is 17,700. Cumin is 31,400. We can still get breadcrumbs, we can still get all our sauces and stocks. And then the things that I love are the different Indonesian spice packets. Here, look, like Bamboo is this brand, and this is for soto ayam, one of my favorite soups. All done, all chopped, all ready to go, and it'll just flavor your stock water. All the directions are on the back, and if you can't read them, you just Google Translate them and figure them out. All right, so flour. Self-raising flour has been a hard task to find. You can get it, but you're kind of better off just buying plain flour. So that is 14,900, and then adding a baking powder to it. So I'll give you an example. That was a kilo, by the way. This is self-raising flour, and it's 400 grams, and that is 23,800. And if you bake as much as we do, it's kind of not worth it. You just add your baking powder and your normal flour becomes your self-raising flour. Rice is always nice. We do love rice in our family. So these look like they're about 5 kilo bags, I think. This one here is 74,500, and that'll keep us going for a while. Oil is always minyak. Oil for frying. So this one is 45,700. Let me see. Olive oil. Olive oil is super expensive here. This one is only 500 mils, 161,000. So we put our olive oil in a little spray bottle and we spray on the pan as we need it and try to only use it when needed. But you can get sales. So like this one is 128,000. So it's not too bad. Fish oil, coconut oil. You can get all the oils, let's face it. Pasta, that's always a good staple, isn't it? Let's have a look. This is San Remo spirals, 500 grams. And it is 28,700, or you can buy the more local spiral for 14,900. So again, same quantity, 50 grams less. Carry on. Let's keep going. I do like buying these big old bags of spaghetti though, because these are great price. These are 23,500, so close to $2.35 Australian. I am gonna get 2 of those because they are just handy to have in the cupboard. I have to watch what I put in my trolley because I'm on the motorbike today. Peanut butter is expensive, but you can get delicious peanut butter. I do like this one, and this one is creamy. Don't come at me if you like chunky. It's 53,600 and it's 500 grams, so that's not too bad. I'm gonna pop that in because we go through peanut butter like it's air. Cereal you can still get. Sometimes cereal is really expensive, but if you switch to the more local brands, so for instance, let's have a look. Cocoa Fills, they are 54,900, and then we have Choco Chips, which is the Indo brand, and that is 37,000. A packet of mee goreng is 2,875. Well, the jumbos are priced at 4,000. So you can see the size difference. These are some of my favorite biscuits, these Roma biscuits. A packet of these is 8,500. So 85 cents. They're going in the trolley. So we can get tea English breakfast. It's always a stock standard. That is 59,900, and that is 25 tea bags. This is more what the locals drink, the yellow label. So this one here, and that is 100 tea bags for 67,900. Oh yes, they have it. Nescafe 3-in-1 is what I've started drinking here. This and another one, which is a hazelnut one, but I don't think, oh here it is, yeah. This is the hazelnut coffee. So this hazelnut coffee has 10 sachets and it is 14,000, so roughly $1.40 Australian. And this one, how many sachets? 30 sachets for 129,100. No, that's a jar, that's the wrong price. To get really nice iced coffee mixes too. This hazelnut macchiato, so you buy them in a strap of 10, and that is 22,900, and they're really nice on an afternoon by the pool. This stuff right here is kind of what we refer to as cordial. This is orange flavor, it's 16,500, and you can get different flavors, like there's melon, cocoa pandan, lemon, all sorts of things, but this is kind of like when you have an orangey syrupy drink, this is what they've used. So Nutrisari, Florida orange, always go Florida orange. These are sachet packets that will make your water into a cordial. So if you're struggling with the kids and it's hot and you need to give them something a bit more hydration, these are a good option. They do have sugar. Don't come at me, but sometimes the kids need it in the heat. And they are 10 sachets of 10, and it is 16,900. Now they say to mix these in. How much water was it? Not a lot, maybe like 250 mils of water. It's on the back of the actual packet. I personally will throw one of these inside my litre Yeti bottle. So I really measure that out because it's too strong for me otherwise. This is a 1 litre bottle of Coke. I haven't bought one in a while. It is 8,400. Same with Sprite, 8,400. You've got Fanta, orange and red. These are the vanilla, no sugar, delicious, and it is 5,900 per bottle. Throw one of those in for pool time later, and one for Chad. Let's have a look at the prices of water. I'm assuming as a family you're buying big bottles. This is 4,400 for a 1.6 litre bottle. So this one is a 550ml bottle, and that is 1,900. Now lollies are hard to find, but they do have like Haribo. To be honest, I'm just not a fan. Chad will eat them because he loves sweet things, but I just find it gross. They are 33,900. I'm sorry if that offends any of the Haribo lovers out there. These can be really great for kids. The Smell Kiss, they're like Saos. Some of them will have sugar on top, so just check the packaging, but most of the time they are plain, and they are 7,800. So just a nice little snack to throw in your handbag or your beach bag for the day when the kids get hungry. That peanut butter, these are my other favorite coconut biscuits, and to be honest, like these together, I would nearly actually prefer these ones. These are my favorite, and they are 11,100. But if I can't find these, this is the next go-to. Some people say they taste exactly the same. I beg to differ. I think these are better. have you been to Bali without trying a Bang Bang? This little share pack is 13,700. You can buy them in big chocolate bars. They're nice just to snack on, chuck in the fridge. Chippies, this is the local brand, Chitato. You'll find this in stacks of different flavors, and it is 10,900 for a bag. Chad and I love the blue ones. They're just like plain potato chips. The purple ones, these beef ones, really good. Also, this brand, Chitato, again, in the light, like a Thins chip, do a sour cream and onion, and that's pretty good. This one is seaweed though, and they are 9,400. Oh, Togos. I can't believe I nearly missed the Togos. They're not Oreos, they're Togos, and they are 8,000 for a packet, so about 80 cents Australian. Slay Olay is another favorite of ours, and that is 6,400 at the moment. They're on sale. Delicious. These are basically like corn flavored twisties, and I think they're amazing. Some people love them, some people hate them, but there's a lot of corn flavored things, and these are one of the things I've grown to love. This is a hangout pack, and it's 15,700. Pretty good, really. So here there's plates, containers, you've still got all your utensils. I'm going down those aisles now. You can still find things and thingy-bobs that you might need in the kitchen, like whisks and chopsticks and sauce bottles and all that sort of stuff is here, and it's all pretty reasonably priced. You can even find here, this is like the auto aisle, I guess. So all your gas cooktop stuff, cleaning your bikes, chamois, got tapes and electricity points, and then it moves into dog food section here. But here you've still got like the washing the bikes, washing the cars, smells, they call them like air fresheners, cat food, all that sort of thing is here as well. Next aisle, this is like pillows, rugs, towels. Some things are reasonably priced, some things aren't, and I've found better prices at other shops, to be honest. Hand towel set, and that is $7.50, so that's actually a pretty good price for what we're looking at. And then ordinary towels, this is where the price gets you. It is $327,000 for a towel. I just thought those sorts of things would be cheaper, like sheets and towels here. This is a sheet set on the other side. We didn't look at the pattern, so don't worry about that, but this is a sheet set. So one fitted sheet, 2 pillows, queen size, and that is $349,000. Okay, underwear. You can buy underwear if you need it. Bras, undies, men's undies. There's things for cleaning, sink, little containers and bibby shoes, like sandals and coat hangers, ironing boards if you need it. Or the cleaning, we've got brooms and dustpans, bottle brushes, floor mats, buckets, mops, bin bags. We buy a Bazaar, which does our bin, and that is 41,000, but it's only 8 bags. Mozzie coils are 4,500, and that's a pack of 10, and we go through those a lot. They're also scented, which is really nice as well. And then bug spray. Here's a jumbo one. It's on sale at the moment, 44,500. There's different brands. You can still get Baygon. The other thing we do go through a lot is the Sarap Air, just like the water sucker type situations, and you can buy the refills quite cheaply, but these are 26,600 for that, and you need them like in your cupboards, in your rooms. Even if you're running an aircon, I find it just helps so much. Now I know we looked at giant floor cleaners and all that sort of stuff, but you can actually buy floor cleaner in a small refill bag, and that is 9,900. We can still get Vanish too. So Vanish is 67,900. But the alternative, which I use, is this one. It's Pro Clean, and that is 37,900. That works really well. It's got the lid, you can tip it, soak it, all those sorts of things, and it's actually quite strong. This is powdered clothes wash, and it is 1.44 kilos, and you're looking at 26,900. Pretty good, really. And there's some amazing smells and things that you can add to them. Oh, here we go. Here's a good comparison. Harpic, good old toilet cleaner. Every country you need it. 32,100 for the good old Harpic, and that's the bigger bottle, 750 mils. So this is Kiss Spray. It is like what you go to Adairs and you buy the nice smelling linen spray and you spray your bed down and that sort of stuff. This is kind of what I use this for. It is an ironing spray, but sometimes I'll just spritz my clothes that are drying on the line in it, and it seems to relax them, and they smell really good. And it is 18,600, so not expensive at all. Now somebody did tell me about Tropicana Slim Caramel, and I'm now obsessed with trying to find it. They do have my Christmas in a cup, which is the choc mint one, and that is 19,500, but it doesn't look like they've got the caramel. Devastated. This is the baby section, baby cereal. It's actually a big difference in price. So there's a smaller one here that's 15,500, which is chicken and cheese flavor, and this one's pumpkin carrot sweet corn, and it is 43,900. So I guess it depends on how you're feeding bubs or making your own food. I don't know, but it's always good to know. And then let's have a look at formula. So this one is 367,500 for formula. You've got Ensure, This one is $303,900. This probably isn't the spot that I would come and buy my baby formula. Sometimes some of the orphanages and things ask for this Pediasure stuff, and that is $325,900. I think that's a pretty good price for that. Nappies, again, I don't know these brands, and my kids have been too big to try nappies. I have heard that this brand is okay though, and that is $41,500 for 22 pieces. 22 nappies. So this is 20 again as well, and that's $49,500. This is 18 pieces, and that's $42,000. So there is a lot of options for you to try. There's not a lot of swim nappies. I will just say that now. That option doesn't seem to be a thing. So if you're coming and you need that, definitely look at that. The other thing you can get, baby detergent for clothes and everything like that. Sterilization, that's all here as well. Packet of pads is going to set you back around anywhere from $11,000 to around $22,000, depending on the size. You still get nighttime pads. You can get daytime pads. You can get liners. You can even get like slim pads as well, the Slim Guard ones, whatever they're called. 16 pads inside, and that is $27,300. There is lots of options. Tampons, however, are harder to find. I don't even think they've got any actually. No, they don't. Toilet paper, 10 rolls, roughly around $37,800. You can buy bigger packs. Sometimes bigger supermarkets will take 2 of these together and do them as a deal, which is good as well. 10 rolls anywhere from $46,400, and so on and so on. It really just depends on what you want to buy and how soft you want your bum. Oh, here we go, liners. Carefree, we know that brand from at home. 20 liners is going to set you back $12,000. You can just be careful with some of the pads, like this is a good example. This one has a floral scent in it, and sometimes that can set you off, whereas these ones have irritation-free and no scent. Just double check when you're buying things what you need as well. Shampoos and conditioners. I do love this brand. Cerasoft, it is $45,000. It's a good size bottle of shampoo. You can still get Pantenes and Sunsilks and everything here. So like Sunsilk shampoo, $31,000. You can buy bigger bottles, they are somewhere. There's a big one, $50,000. There is brands that we know and love, but honestly, try some Indonesian stuff. They work so well, they smell so good. Head and Shoulders, really prevalent. Zinc is another one, that's $30,200. And then you've got your Pantenes and stuff as well. This one's $42,000. You can buy the big pump packs. I don't know if you're on holidays, you're gonna need that, but again, that one is $124,000, 400 mils. Toothpaste, does anyone wanna know about that? Let's check. You can get Colgate here, total, that's pretty, or Colgate triple action, so the ones that we would buy at home. $40,100 this one, $40,100 that one. But then the brand that is here is Pepsodent, is the Indonesian equivalent, and Pepsodent is $16,400. And they sometimes have, like, they do deals and stuff as well. Toothbrushes, mouthwash, all that. You can still get all that. Let's talk skincare. Sunscreen is expensive. Bring your own. I will say that over and over again. But if you do want to try a nice face sunscreen, this Hanasui brand is a nice option. It is only, 30 mils. So not much. And that's $24,100. It is pretty well priced. Water is another one of my most favorite brands here. Facial whip foam, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, like all the good stuff. That is $36,600. This is one of my other favorite ones, Renew. This line that Water do, Renew, is like for older lady skin. Don't come at me. I am an older lady. This one's $38,700. All of the Water stuff is really well priced, and it is really nice to use, cosmetics, skincare, all that sort of stuff. All right. Let's carry on. This is Banana Boat. It is 90 mils, and that's going to set you back $252,600, just over $25 Australian for that. It hurts. Remember to bring sunscreen or try a local option. Other things you can look at is Skintific. Skintific do amazing stuff as well. It's another local skincare brand that's really well priced. This is Ceramide sunscreen, and that is $109,000, so just over $10 for 50 mils. They also do really great play sticks, which I love, and they're only $89,000. Glad to Glow is another good brand that I have been testing a little bit. So I've been using their micellar water, and it's been really great. But you'll often see people use these Hanasui serums. This one's the bright serum, so I wouldn't pick this, but this is $27,700. They've got anti-acne, barrier serum, all the things, and they're really nice serums. So just check what your skin can take. Make sure it's right for you. I am not a dermatologist. Actually, the other thing I haven't shown you guys is here in this particular place, they do have a beer bunker at the front door. Maybe we can go and have a look at drinks in a minute. Then they also have this eatery to my right that has chicken and sushi and tteokbokki and noodles and all sorts of delicious things. Plus, they have a bakery. I often buy my bread rolls here in big large packs and they're good to freeze. They do sometimes do cakes and everything as well. So let's just have a walk through there. So a good old chocolate cake, a chiffon cake is 29,900. Then we have things like bread rolls and bread, fresh bread. They do all of that. Choc chip muffins. Oh my God, my kids would love these. 12 muffins for 69,900. So to my left now is all those eateries. You can kind of see everything. Barbecue chickens as well, pre-prepared dishes. Got like all your mochis and sushi. And we have the tteokbokki. Let's do the beer bunker. It's a 6 can for 124,900. Good old bintang. Here's a carton for 423,600. Heineken, that is 38,500. Bali High, draft beer. Guinness, so a can of Guinness is 41,500 for a can. Smirnoff, so a Smirnoff Ice is 24,500. Smirnoff Pink Lemonades, green apple, all that stuff's here. Singaraja beer, so the big, the bintangs do big beers too, but you've got these big ginormous bottles and they are 31,900. More seltzers, bintang rattlers are here. Oh, the kura kura beers, so this is 32,500. So yeah, that's all here as well. May as well have a look at the other side, which is the traditional Bali buys, I guess. These are like the must-haves, so you can buy your sarongs and your soaps and essential oils and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully you can see, you can still buy your penis key rings too. Peanuts, these are always so good. These are 25,500. Obviously anything you take home, make sure you declare. They have all the banana chippies, there's bags and sarongs over there, coffee, chocolate, little like keepsakes, like little bracelets for 15,000, fridge magnets, 18,000. 39,500 for a little candle, incense. So you can kind of one-stop shop it here, to be honest. There's probably only a few things that's missing that I can't find, but if I was on holidays, this would be more than enough for what I need. I think we are nearly done. I'm gonna head to the register. I'm actually gonna use my Bali Family Finds deals pass because I get a discount here inside the app. And that's it, I'll let you know what the bill comes to. We've added this store inside the Bali Family Finds app so you can easily find it, plus get deals like this one at the checkout. If you want more real-life Bali costs and tips, make sure to check out our other videos. So today while I'm shopping here at Lotte Mart, I'm using my Bali Family Finds pass. I have the app installed on my phone. You can grab it for free on the App Store now, but it helps me plan everything Bali. So on here I can buy eSIMs, I can grab the deal pass, I can also use lots of the free features like trip planning, allergy cards, entry requirement links. It's all inside here, really easy to access. Oh, makasih banyak. Thank you. Makasih banyak. So the total for all of that shopping came to 470,000. Again, just buying bits and bobs, but good day out. Thank you for coming shopping with me today at Lotte Mart in Bali, and hopefully that's answered some of your questions.